Hello and good afternoon on this hump day in August. I'm so glad to have you here. Hello, hello, hello. This may be a long stream because I'm going to make a paper bag journal. Oh, good. I'm glad. I'm cheating today. I'm having some Coca-Cola in my Yeti. So glad to have you here. I want to say that listening and to your comments or reading your comments inside the Facebook group, I saw that a lot of people were needing some motivation. They're inspired by all the things that they see, but they haven't quite pulled the trigger on making things. So I'm hoping that basic supplies that I have here are things that maybe you can find in your own stash, and then you can play along, if you will. So it's good to see you, Tina and Jamie and Robin and Harriet and Sharon and Sonia and Kathy. So glad to have you here. And so you're not late. You're fine. We're right on time. I'm just chatting at the first. So here's what I want to say. Motivated creator, hashtag. If you see something that I made and it motivates you to make something, use this hashtag and share it on your favorite social media. I will be putting a file folder in both of my groups that I own and manage. So definitely go back to the group and post that, because once a week I'm going to have a giveaway for those that share something that they were motivated to make. All right, so we've got Peggy and Carrie and Erica. So glad to have you. Elizabeth, yay! I'm glad you're here, and I'm glad to motivate. Hey, Les. All right, so it looks like we've got about 28 people already on here. Hey, Jill. If you are familiar with YouTube and know how to share, please share. If you see a spammer come in, Robin is one of the admins to the Friendly Junk Journal people, and so she's here to help me. If you know how to manage the chat on YouTube, leave a comment and I'll add you as an administrator in my YouTube to, boot people out that are not doing things we want. Okay, so here's what I've got. Hey, is it Marion? So glad to have you. And Tracy, hey, from the UK. So it's probably really early there, I think, or is it late evening? Hey, Louise, so glad to have you. All right, so I've got a few lunch sacks, and years ago, I sold paper bag albums. I would make tons of paper bag albums and I would sell them. Okay, late evening. And I bought paper sacks in bulk. I think I got 1,000 at a time. That's how many bags I got. And I have a tub of them, and I thought, I'm going to get some out and use these. So basically what I'm going to do is I've got some scraps of paper here and some stickers. I've even got some what do you call this? A pattern here. So we're just going to play a little bit and see if we can't decorate these pages. I'm kind of inspired because I've been wanting to do this, but the video that I watched from Kylie Coo, and that's Kylie Coo, Kylie Coo. If you like junk journals and mixed media, definitely check her out. So basically what I'm doing is I'm kind of unfolding a piece of this, and I've got all these bits and pieces of pages that I have painted with different types of paints. Yes, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and share it with your friends. So basically I'm just going to rip this. So I've got a little piece, and I'm going to adhere it down just randomly onto this paper sack. I've got some glue stick here. These are brand new. I just got them. So I'm just going to give a good coat. I've got a little mixed media mat under my work surface. And kind of using the Kylie Coo method of where she's pasted things on, I'm just going to paste things down like this. I know that this is a paper sack, and some of the elements of it I want to keep available to make into a pocket. So I'm just kind of roughly adding a little piece here and there. I'm going to rip some paper and put it down. And I think I may also do some stamping too on this. So I'm just kind of playing. I'm not really thinking about what I'm doing really. I'm just trying to lay down some interesting texture and color. Let's do this. Just to see what it looks like, you know, and having fun with it, okay? I'm so glad that you could be here today. If this type of stuff motivates you, definitely let me know. I hope to do a few more of these live videos. If you'll let me know, do you prefer Monday afternoon? That was one time that I did. And then, of course, today is another time that I've decided to kind of mess with. Okay, so that's just one side. I think they work well enough. I bought these from the Dollar Tree, Jill, and they work just fine for me. I've been using them since Dollar Tree's been around, you know. All right, so I've got a little bit on one side. And I know that when I go do some next layers on top of this, it'll kind of help adhere everything in place. If I was going to sew with my sewing machine, I would have sewn. Okay, so that's one side. So let's flip this over and just kind of do some randomness on the other side as well. So what has everybody been working on? Anything exciting or fun that you've been working on? Where do you go? We're going to ask a couple of questions. Where do you go for your inspiration? Do you like to watch YouTube videos? Do you go to Pinterest and look at Pinterest to see what's out there, what's going on in the creative world? I'd love to know, you know, what you're thinking there. Tags. Erica likes tags, and I've been making a few tags as well because I'm doing swaps with Erica and Robin and Carrie and Jacqueline and Naomi, and I believe Norella. We're all doing tag swaps, so that's been kind of fun to make different tags to see how the interpretation is for everybody. Junkie stuff from file. Oh, golden books. That sounds fun. And you like to watch videos, landscape sketch. Wow. Instagram is also a great place to get inspiration. I can agree with that. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Just opened your Etsy shop. So it depends on what you put in your Etsy shop. You know, I'm a firm believer that if you have something unique, original, clever, you generally have good sales. All right, so this is just the first layers. I'm just kind of grabbing some stuff and putting on there. I'm going to do a couple more like this, and we're going to do some other stuff to it too, but that's just some papers that I'm going to put on there. Cinderella. Awesome. That sounds like fun. You know, we all have our own styles and the things that motivate us. And it's just fun to kind of compare with other people to see what everybody likes to do and how they get motivated. You know, it's interesting since I am a YouTube contributor and I am constantly creating for YouTube. Sometimes I find myself not doing super creative things, that I'm doing very planned things because I'm trying to make something content-wise to share on the internet. And I think that can stifle your creativity a little bit when you have this pressure that you have to create something. And you have little deadlines. So I thought maybe if I did some more of these live YouTubes where I create on the fly, if you will, that would kind of help with my creative side, because other than picking the supplies that I'm using, I didn't really do a lot of planning for this. Oh, you love the little envelope template. I'm so glad that you like that. I wasn't really sure how well that was going to go over. And that video for the first envelopes that I shared has gotten tons of views and shares. And then when I made the second one showing how I use that template, I got a bunch more and I've got some sales. So that little template that she's talking about, I have a little, it's an 1.5 inch wide little envelope template, and I have that available in my shop. So basically, I'm just randomly putting things down. I'm not trying to really pay a lot of attention to what I'm doing here. Oh yeah, and Carrie got that little envelope as well. I forgot about that. So give me some thumbs up. Let me know that you're still with me. You're still watching. How many of you are crafting as you watch? Or are you sitting with your favorite snack and beverage, like Robin said? Thank you, Carrie. So glad to have you guys and gals here today. It's always fun to share with others. We've had some beautiful weather the past couple of days. It's been relatively cool. I went for a walk this morning and Hercules was so excited because he got to meet other people. Cool. Jamie, what are you making while you're crafting? Taking a crafty break, Robin. That's awesome. Oh, thank you, Carrie. Watching. In your bed with coffee? Are you going to be able to go to sleep, Tina? Oh, wonderful, Nina. That's awesome. Dinner in a crock pot. More time to craft. That's a great way to do it. Harvesting magazines. Oh yeah, Shannon has some great magazine harvests. It's really fun to watch her, to see what she does with magazines. Well, I'm just randomly putting some stuff on here. So that's the second one. So okay, there it is. I almost lost the first one. We'll do 3. I was going to do 4, but I wasn't really sure how long it was going to take me. And I didn't want to cause everybody to say, like, Linda, your video was 3 hours long. Give us a break. And basically what I'm doing is I'm decorating the bags. I plan to put other stuff on top, but I just wanted to get some pretty interesting backgrounds, if you will, on the bags. Oh, that's awesome, to decorate the lunch bags for the granddaughter to take to school. So the mention earlier that who inspired me to do this, what I'm doing, the style, was Kylie Koo. I think if I can, see if I can type that. Kyliecoo. I think that's how you say it. I follow her on YouTube. We're friends on Facebook. She's a member of the Friendly Junk Journal people. And she puts out some really pretty stuff. And she did a tutorial where she took a corrugated cardboard box and cut it up and turned that into a junk journal. So it's something interesting to see somebody else's take. What else we got? Yeah, she's fun. I like Kylie. I like watching her. And it's also fun to watch people that have a different accent than me because I like to listen to them. So I'm just randomly putting stuff down. I'm not really thinking about what's going on here other than I'm just trying to add some color and texture to the paper sacks. And I've got another tutorial on decorating a paper sack or making a journal out of it. So you'll definitely want to check out my paper sack junk journal tutorial. It won't be near as long as this one. I think I've almost used a whole thing of glue stick. Some of these papers that you're seeing are part of some mixed media play that I did using Tattered Angels Glimmer Mist, and I used some acrylic paint, and I use my stencils that I create. Aw, thank you. I try to do live every once in a while. You know, my videos, I try to get to the point. So that's why, you know, when recording them, it's nice to be able to get them done and have them there so you can see a project and not have to deal with all the chatter, if you will. Okay, so I think I've done 3 sacks so far. So if we fold these in half, that's going to be the pages for my journal, but I want to do some other stuff to that. So let me push the papers out of the way. So I'm going to get this, we're going to get messy. I'm going to get some acrylic paint out, I think. And I'm kind of Kylie Koo style. She, in her video, painted a little bit on her pages. So I think that's what I'll do as well. I've got a little tub of paint here, and I'm getting I use a little palette and a old gift card sometimes. So let's see what we've got here. So I think, let me grab, do I have, grabbing some more paint colors. All right, so I've got a little bit of white. So I'm going to squeeze that out onto my palette. I'm almost out of some of these paints. I've had them for so long and I'm trying to use them up. All right, so I've got some pink and some white. Let's put a little bit of teal on here. So glad you could be here today and watch. I really appreciate you watching and the support you give. I want to say that when you're watching my videos, if you're inspired by something, please share that video, leave a comment. You know, you're watching and sometimes you're going to see ads. Well, those ads help me. So if you watch that ad or even put it on mute and just let it finish playing, I greatly appreciate it because that's how I get a little bit of revenue from YouTube, is from you watching my ads, that whatever YouTube deems that is good for you to see. So now I'm just kind of filling in on here. And so that's painted like that. Okay. Isn't that awesome? Glimmer Mist is a lot of fun. I love Glimmer Mist. Everybody in my group says I bleed Glimmer Mist. That's probably true. All right, so I'm doing one side at a time. Let the first side dry, and then I'll come back and do the other side. So I'm just kind of adding a little bit of color and paint. And this is just a great way to play, to not really think about the placement of things. You're just kind of filling in on here, you know? Yay, so glad you're here, the Scottish Crafter. I've made so many people addicted to Glimmer Mist. It's one of my go-to things. It's kind of fun to have it and be able to do some cool things with it. What do you think that how this is looking so far? Is that looking really kind of random and mixed media like? You think you can do something like this? Is that pretty easy looking? All right, so I'm going to see if the first one is dry. Almost, I think. Set this aside. We're getting there. I may use my heat tool. I've got a Ranger ink heat tool. Try not to mess up the camera. It's kind of quiet. Hopefully that's not too loud. Oh yeah, so let me tell you a little bit about the colors of Glimmer Mist that you see at Tuesday morning. Those are specifically blended and made for Tuesday morning. You will not see those colors in Tattered Angel's store, which is under the parent company Canvas Corp brands. And you know, those are individual colors that you won't see again. So I like to buy them every once in a while, even though I'm on the design team, just because they're fun colors. Well, thank you, Tina. You know, sometimes we overthink what we're doing. We're spending too much time worried about the placement of things. Did I cut that piece of paper the right way? And if we just do it, it's just so much more fun. You probably are getting there, Carrie, after all these other ladies have bought the Glimmer Mist. That's probably why you're not seeing any. I know that in my little town, these gals, they snap up stuff really fast. When the Tim Holtz stuff hit Tuesday morning, I didn't get very much of it at all because the other ladies kind of beat me to the punch. Okay, so there's some color on that one. Oh, happy birthday, Les! Happy birthday. I hope you have a fabulous day. You know, Carrie, you may want to subscribe to their email because I think their email ads, they tell you what's coming out. I try to stay away from Tuesday morning. I buy too many things and I have so much already. I really don't need any more. Sorry, I keep bumping the camera. I don't really need that much more. So back to, you know, if you see my videos, watch the ads, share them with other people, share them on your preferred social media. If you are inspired to make something because of one of my videos, definitely let me know. All right, Angelica. Well, since I don't really have a full-time paying job that I'm getting my money from YouTube and the sales that I make, I don't have a lot of extra income to spend. So I try to be a good girl and not buy too much stuff. All right, so we got 2 more sides that I'm working on. Tammy, so glad you're here. We've been trying to connect, Tammy and I. She's from My World in OKC. She was going to show me how to do Google Hangouts through YouTube, and that was right after my birthday. And I got busy, and my husband took me out to eat. And then he took me out to lunch the next day, and I haven't really had a lot of time. I did a social media workshop yesterday for some ladies here in Oklahoma City. I'm hoping that some of the footage was good so I can turn it into a video for you guys and gals to see. I don't know how well it's going to turn out though. Okay, good. Thank you, Tammy. What do you think? You liking this? It's fun colors, you know, not really planning what I'm doing here. It's just kind of interesting how it comes out. Okay, so we'll set this one aside and let it dry. Let's go back to this one. It's still wet. Thank you, Jill. Thank you. Yeah, I know Robin likes pink. It's funny because I thought I had made. Hey, Kylie, I'm glad you found us. I was talking about you. That's the Kylie Koo I was talking about. She just popped up. Hey, Kylie, I don't know if you can share your link to your YouTube so that others ladies can see it, because I'm doing this because I was inspired by you. Isn't that quiet? I love this. It's called Heat It by Ranger. And when I'm done with the video, I'll share a link to my Amazon that you can purchase this. I do get a commission whenever you buy from my links. So again, if you're inspired and you like what I'm doing and you're going to buy something anyway, especially all of you that, never can have too much stuff, definitely use my links to Amazon because that helps me out. In fact, I just got, what did I do? Yesterday, I got an email that my YouTube sent me some money, and I got $200, y'all. It's for 2 months worth of views, but I got $200. I'm finally getting a little bit of money. Well, good. I'll share that with you then. Let's see here. This is getting dry. It's a little wet on this side. Yeah, I'm so excited, Robin. It's taking some time, but I'm getting there. It's a one view at a time. I'm hoping that I can get to 1 million views by the end of this year anyway. So keep watching. And in fact, turn a tab open on your computer, because we all have so many tabs, and just put on my video, just hit mute and just let it play. It's okay. You don't have to actually listen and watch if you don't want to. All right, so I'm going to turn this over and kind of do the other side, and then we can start on, I think I'm going to do some stamping. I know I have a few stamps that I need to grab, kind of like what Kylie did on her video. Yay! Yeah, definitely, if you have a YouTube channel here, sub to each other so that you can keep up with what's going on, make some new friends, and just enjoy. Okay, so I think I'm done with the painting portion. So I'm going to get rid of the paint. Try not to make a mess. I need about 3,000 square foot of space to work, because I will end up with like a 6x6 space when I get done. I love it. I love it, Jill. That's awesome. Okay, I wasn't sure if you can, I don't know if I have to turn links on or hop out. It doesn't, I'm still learning how to do live, Kylie, but definitely if you're in here, find Kylie. You should be able to just click on her name. I don't know. I haven't done this live stuff very much. It's different for me. Just try to remember. Sonia, so glad you're here. All right, we're getting here. We're getting this dried a little bit. Kylie's video, she had edited it and sped it up, and it was an hour long. So I thought, well, maybe, just maybe, I can do one in about an hour. All right, I think this is just about dry. All right, so let's grab a few stamps. Let's see here. I've got some butterflies and a birdie and a few little stamps here. I know I have some texture. It's like some circles. Here's like a little filigree type thing. So we're just going to add some texture to this. So I've got my Brutus Monroe Detail ink, and I know I've mentioned this a lot. I always buy a re-inker, and when I know I'm getting ready to do a bunch of stamping, I will go in and re-ink, especially on black. because it just seems to soak up so fast. This is a permanent ink when it's dry. So let's see what we can do here. I'm going to stamp this randomly and not worry about if it's right side up or not. So we're just going to stamp here and there. Well, I'll wait for the bird because the bird would look funny, I think, if it was upside down. See how this goes. Now, these stamps are old. I've had them for years and years and years. So, oopsie, I got paint all over my ink pad. Just wipe it off. Wipe it off. Try not to make a mess, Linda. All right, are y'all making friends? Are y'all playing nice? Hey, Chronic Crafter, so glad to have you here. All right, so there's some stamping on this side. It's still a little wet in a couple of spots. So here's what I'm going to do. I got a paper towel here. I'm going to daub. Daub. It's a technical term. Just go in and mop up any paint. Let's flip this over and let's stamp on the other side. Let's add some circles. And let's do this fence. Got some butterflies. What do you think? Are you liking it so far? It's just random. You don't have to think about it. Because basically I'm making a background. That's what I'm making right now. This is going to be the background. I'm going to put some other stuff on top. All right. Thank you, Laura. Thank you very much. All right, so this one's still a little wet, so I'm going to daub away. It's a technical art term. We'll add some more heat to that. I don't know, mixed media stuff, it just makes me happy. I love to be able to play with the color and texture. Junk journals, a lot of people love vintage. Well, I kind of like just bright colors. I tell you what, Tracy, don't overthink it. Just have fun with it. And what's really nice about this, if this didn't look like I wanted, then I would cover it up again with paint or add another layer of paper. So don't get hung up on how it looks right this second, because as it evolves, it's going to change a little bit. And right now you can see that it has a different kind of texture. And then let's go back and look at the one that I stamped and see the difference between the two, how just adding a little bit of stamping adds a little bit more to that. So Erica, are you saying to me my tag is kind of these colors? I can't imagine why. It's not like I ever use them. All right, Tammy. Oh dear, that's just too funny. All right, I don't know. I'm playing with the heat tool. It's so quiet. Hey, Norella, so glad you're here. Norella is the owner, creator of Calico Collage. So if you didn't know that, you need to know her because she creates some awesome stuff that I fall in love with every time. And I even asked her today, I'm going to use some images that I asked her for today on this journal, because I thought I need something else and I think that would work. And she was like, sure, I'll get it to you. She takes good care of me. I'm a little spoiled because of her. All right, so we're just making random. If my ink pad gets a little dirty, I'm just wiping it off. All right, we're going to flip this over. See what we can do. I love the pattern underneath. Just a little bit of texture. just a little bit longer. I've got one more tag to make for the tag swap, and that's, I was started to say this earlier, and that's the one for Robin. I thought that when I made the Victorian shabby chic tag that I had made 4 of them. 2 of them were going to go to Robin, but I started looking and I was like, oh, I only made the 2 for Carrie. That was yours, Carrie, by the way. So what I'm making, Norella, is I have some lunch sacks. So this is you open it up, it's a lunch sack, and I am decorating it. I started with scraps of paper. I even used a pattern. This is a sewing pattern. I've used some paint, and then I've done some stamping on top. Okay, so let's see where we've got one more to do. What I do with the sack, here it is. All right, so I know that I'm trying to see how, okay, I'm going to do it like this. So we'll go that way. Okay. Now I am going to pay attention on direction, and I may even add a little birdie on this one. I'm trying to add a birdie whenever I can in memory of my mother who loved birds, which has helped me in my yard. I've been nurturing birds in my yard. In fact, I have a flower pot that a sparrow decided to build a nest, and she had 4 babies, and 2 days ago she finally kicked them out of the nest. But she was so worried about them, she kept squawking on my porch. You could hear her in the house because she was squawking at her babies, trying to get them in line. All right, last side. Let's see what we can do here. Now this is going to be half of a page, so we're going to fold these in half. I may even go as far as to cut them. I haven't decided yet. Depends on if I lose my audience. You're like, Linda, get it done. We're sick of this already. All right, we need some more texture down here. All right, so even though I've spent all this time stamping on this, you may not even see it in the next step. It's just what I started with, okay? And it's funny because sometimes when I do mixed media stuff and I'm stamping and I'm doing all this layers, and then I come back in and I add more paper on top, and everybody's like, well, you covered it all up. I said, yeah, but you don't have the depth unless you do all of this first. Oh, okay. I'm glad they think this is fun. Go get your mail. Hope you get something good. All right, let me get a little drink. I should have put some rum in it or something, right? Or some whiskey. It's okay. You can have your favorite beverage because it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Look, my hands are off. You can tell I am a creative. Look at my hands. And you get your wine out, and then there's no telling what you'll end up creating. All right, so we've got our paper sacks here. And what I'm going to do is look at these, and they're still a little tacky in places, but I'm going to fold them in half. And when I do, this particular paper sack makes approximately a 6-inch square to work with. So it's not quite, maybe a little bit bigger. It's right at 6 inches across and 6 inches high, which is great if you have those 6x6 scrapbook packs that you've been trying to figure out what you're going to do with them. So I'm just going to fold all these in half. And I see wet paint. And here's another tip for y'all. I buy cheap kitchen hand towels for my craft studio. And I have a stack of them. And I use these most of the time to clean up. And when I'm done, I'll just grab the whole pile and throw them in the washing machine. And then I have a new set. And I don't have to worry about wasting paper towels. I don't use a lot of paper towels. All right, so there's two. And this one, I think that will be our front cover. What do you think so far? You liking this? So we've got one page, or the outside cover, inside, outside, inside, and just keep going like so. Okay. Ooh, 9:40 p.m. So see, it's 5 o'clock, after 5 o'clock somewhere. You liking that? Okay, so give me a moment where I remember I put all my crap. All right, so I've got a little box of goodies here. Let me grab some more stuff. These are stickers. So I thought that what I would want to do next is I want to add some calico collage images. These are from the So Vintage. And what I did was on my computer, I have Windows 10, is on inside File Explorer, I do view extra large images so I can see what the images are. Then I'll click on one and right click, and you get a list, a drop down list to print. See, it's after 10 where Angelica is. And so then what I'll do is I'll tell it to print. And in this case, I told it to print each piece of paper as a 5x7 image. And when I did that, it ended up making two on a page like so. So if you had an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, you got two of these. That's upside down. You got two of these, and I just trimmed them apart. And that ends up, in this particular case, because of the size of the image, almost 6 inches by about 4 inches in size. So it's a great little piece of paper that you can use to make a little booklet or something out of it. So what I haven't put on this journal is some Tattered Angels Glimmer Mist. Aren't y'all shocked? Maybe I'll do that in the end. Okay, I'm liking this. So let's see here. I think, looking through all the images, trying to find one that inspires me. Okay, I like this one. So that can go on here. So let's grab some paper. So this is those little cheap notepads that you get at Dollar Tree. I know, what? Glimmer Mist? So I thought that would look kind of neat as a mat to this piece. What do you think? Just kind of showing a little bit on the front here. So what I think I'm going to do is, okay, I'm going to get some Glimmer Mist. All right, I've got Precious Metal and Dazzling Diamonds. Get my spray box. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray this piece just a little bit. And that was with Precious Metal. I know I don't always mat things, Robin. I just kind of play with it and see what works. Okay, so now I've got some distress ink. This is walnut stain. So I'm doing this messily. I'm not trying to be precise, so it's okay if it kind of comes up over the edges a little bit. If I wasn't on a live video, I would take this and go to my sewing machine and mat them. But since we're live, I'm just going to grab some Aleene's tacky glue. And I'm going to mat this. I like something that Kylie did on her channel. She was using, was it a charcoal pencil, Kylie, or was it a watercolor pencil that you were using to make your black marks around the edges? I'm digging around in my pens. I got a dry erase pen. Okay, here's a cheap Dollar Tree pen. So let's see what happens if I kind of go around. And I'm going to do it messy on purpose. How's that? Just kind of making it messy. I'm going to make some other marks on here. I know. Sewing and glimmer miss. If I put glimmer mist on after inking, the ink smears. That is correct. If you put distress ink down and then you spray it with glimmer mist, it can make the distress ink run. So you will want to plan to make sure that you are not putting it in an order that it'll mess it up. Okay, so here is my first layer, and I think I want to make this a pocket. So I'm going to do 3 sides where I add a little bit of glue, like so. Do you like the black messy lines? Okay, so I do them sometimes. I'm not a perfectionist. And sometimes I feel like, God, this looks like I just scribbled over it. Okay, so that's going to be a pocket. And in fact, I wonder, hey, that'll fit. I'm not going to put it in there yet, but that should fit in there. Hopefully I put enough glue down. So there's the front part of this. What do you think? Are you liking it so far? That's right. Art isn't always perfect. It's just art. It's just what it is. All right. Stablo. Oh, so tell me what a stablo is, because I don't even know where I can get those. Okay, so what I've done since folding the bags in half is I have some calico collage images here, and I have mounted it to a little notepad that I got from the Dollar Tree, and I put that on the cover. So that's going to be my front image, focal image. And then I've got a couple of words. These are words that I created. It says, hold on tight to your dreams. And I think that would be good on this front cover. Well, and that may be what I need to do, Kylie, is I may need to just kind of grab a bunch of different pens and see which ones work the best. You know, this was a permanent pen that I picked up at the Dollar Tree. It looks okay, I guess. I don't know. It's just part of what it is. So these little words are things that I offer in my shop. Just go to lindaisrael.com to see my shop. You know, I don't know, Jill. I would think that eyeliner, because it's a makeup product and could wipe away, would work. You just got to know that it could smear. It's not going to be permanent. So we're going to put this, hold on tight. So that may be something to consider, you know, is that an eyeliner would smear and it won't be permanent. But if you're going for a messy look, that may be perfect. All right, so there is hold on tight to your dreams. And I just use the Scrap Perfect. This is the large no clog writing cap. I like it when I'm doing little intricate stuff because you only need a little bit of glue. So just go for it. Just do it. Uh-oh, Les. You're supposed to be charging your phone while you watch. You're supposed to plug it in. Okay, so that's on the front cover, and I think that's almost dry. So let's see how this looks. So these are thinner papers that I'm using, and I just wanted to see how they would turn out. So there's the front, and I think I want to put some marks along the edge. So I'm just going to kind of use the pen, kind of following what Kylie was doing on hers. What do you think? You like it? Thank you so much, Tammy. You guys make me cry sometimes. You're so sweet. So thank you very much. Yeah, it may give it a smudge look, Jill. I really think it would. You know, what is it going to hurt? Put it on some paper, see how it looks. That's all I would say to do. Just try it, see how it turns out. Okay, so let's see what we've got going on the inside here. I know that even though I haven't really done anything to these just yet, this is a calico collage image, and I think this kind of makes a natural pocket right here. So what I'm going to do is we're going to adhere down this little flap, just because I want it to not fold back and forth. So I'm just going to adhere that one down. And then let's see if we can find something that we can put over here. So it's another one of these. So who knows that I like peacocks? Yes, ink tints. I have some of those. I do. I have some of those. Let me see if I can find them. Oh, I have a pastel pencil. I think I put them somewhere else. Dang it. So here we are. We're gonna try some products. I've got some scribble sticks, and then I've got some pastel pencils. So I'll leave those out. Okay, so I have a little piece of paper out of a notepad that I picked up at probably Tuesday morning. They were normally like $3.99. But look, I think that would look really pretty right there. And then you have a place to write. So I'm going to put some distress ink around the edge just to kind of help give it that messy look. And it also kind of just blends those edges in. I'm trying to be fast. Peacocks! I love peacocks. All right, so I think, again, I'm just going to put glue on 3 sides and make this another sneaky little pocket, because whoever ends up with the journal can use it any old way that they like. I'm being messy. I'm not worried about it. All right, so let's put that right here. Let's get the spray box. And I've got a couple of these calico collage images, so I'm going to lay those in here. And let's do this stencil. And let's get some pretty Tattered Angels Glimmer Mints. So how about, do we want pink? Robin, do we want pink? Robin doesn't like pink at all. And if you believe that, then I have some oceanfront property to sell you here in Oklahoma. Okay, so I got some pink and I got some tangy lime and patina. So let's do, this is a cranberry zing. It's almost empty. And then I've got a little bit of this turquoisey color. And let's do, this one's called Teacup. I need to make a trip. Hey, Mariana, so glad you have you. So glad to have you here. That's awesome. All right, so normally I mop this up. So I'm just going to use a page out of a cheap Dollar Tree book. If I can rip it, got to be stronger than the paper. So we can use that somewhere else later on. You know, I kind of just throw things, right? So now that's the back side. And what I like about doing this with Tattered Angels is it kind of bleeds through and adds more texture to the page. What do you think? Kind of neat, huh? All right, so we made a pocket over here. So let's put this one in this pocket, like so. And let's see what else we've got here. This is a different color of paper. These are really thin papers again, remember that. Okay, so then we're going to stick that in here. So we've got some neat things going on here, just kind of adding a little bit of this and that to it. I think, what else I got? Oh, these are kind of interesting. These are planner stickers, and I thought they might be kind of neat to use to add a little interest. So I thought, why not? It's sticky on the top, so I'm going to add a little bit of glue to the whole thing. And I think we're just going to put one like right here. And then that way you can put a photo or maybe some other little piece of ephemera in here. So let's put that right here. It has sticky on the top of it, so I put my finger on there to hold it down. Yes, definitely check out my Facebook groups. And I believe Robin shared my store, so thank you for doing that. I missed something that somebody else said. What'd they say? You are very, very welcome. Thank you. Thank the Academy, the Hollywood Foreign Press, and my agent and friend Linda Israel. That's awesome. I love it. The size of paper bags and the printer you use to print out those cards. Okay, so let me measure the sack for you. So the sacks are approximately 12 inches by 6 inches. I do not remember what number the sack is. You know, they have like, you can get number 10s or number 6s or whatever. Then I use, for these images, I have an HP LaserJet printer. And it's on regular copy paper. And I just love the way it turns out. Okay, so we've added that. And I think, okay, question. Do you want me to leave this portion blank so that whoever gets this journal could put their own thing on top of there? Or do I need to put something on top of here? If you're Kylie, if you're asking about me, I'm in the middle of the United States. You're welcome, Jill. So what do you think? Should I put anything else on this page or leave it like it is? Leave it. Okay. I got somebody who said something. All right. So this is a scrap from Canvas Corp Brands. And since this makes a natural pocket, I'm just going to stick it in there. I'm not going to really think about it. Just put it in there. So I got two people to say leave it blank, and Robin says an embellishment. And okay, so let's look at, here's what we'll do. I made these little corners. Whenever I make a tag, I cut off the corner pieces and then I stamp them. And this is from Crafty Individuals. So Crafty Individuals, and they had this, it was a freebie they sent me, was this little corner stamp, and it fit perfectly on here. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this piece of paper. I'm going to cut a 2-inch square. Sorry for the noise. 2-inch square. And we're going to make a little corner tuck spot. I'm going to cut a couple of them so I have them. All right, so I got a 2-inch square. I'm going to take this piece and fold it in half diagonally. And the reason why I'm doing it This way you could take a piece of cardstock and just cut it a square and cut it in half, but I'm using text weight paper from a book, and so it's thinner and I want it to be stronger, so that's why I'm putting the two together. Okay, and let's try. So I've got another piece of paper. So this is what happens. I end up with a mess all over my table. So I'm going to get a pastel pencil here, if I can get one out of the package. Ah, I opened it up upside down. I hate it when that happens. Dang it. Okay. So I've got a pastel pencil. I've got my little triangle. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of messily go around the edges. And I know that I have a blending tool that I saved, and I'm just kind of using it to smear. So think about, Jill, your eyeliner. This may be the way that it would kind of look. Okay, kind of messy, a little bit of texture and color on there. And then I'm going to take, I've got a bag of scraps of fabric here. So let's see what we can find. I think this one's a different mixed bag of stuff because these were all sewn together. Let me grab another one. I have too many bags of scraps of fabric, y'all. There's just way too many. Okay. And these haven't been sorted by color yet. Got bags of scraps here and there. Ooh, I like this color. Let's do this one. All right. Now I put things in front of me. It's covering up my TV. Okay, so here I've got a scrap of fabric. And what I'm going to do is take this across the corner here. And I'm going to cut a little triangle. And I'm okay with it being messy. You know, I'm still not completely organized, but I'm getting there a little at a time. It's just a matter of whenever I have a moment, I spend time putting things where I can find them. So I'm just putting a little bit of glue. I don't know if you can see me. I'm running out of space, y'all. Putting a little bit of glue on here. Okay, so now I've made this little corner thing that I think could go right down here. So I'm just going to put glue right on the edge. Put my glue away. So now I have this in the corner. Wipe away the excess glue. And I can find a little something. Let's see. I'm running out of space. What can I put? Oh, here we go. So I've got, this is just a little ATC size piece of paper. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is, let's see how we can decorate this. Oh, here we go. I got a little piece of fabric. And I think I'm just going to put a little bit of the Scrap Perfect glue on the back side. So I'm just going to go right along the perimeter. I'm getting notifications on my computer that somebody's sending me an instant message on Facebook. And I'm like, I can't answer you right now. I'm busy. All right, so I'm going to put that right here. And then we're going to add some distress ink to the edges. And it just changes the way this looks so fast with very little effort. See there? Just a little journal card. So now you can journal on it. And now we have an additional element on this page. So does that help you? See, Robin? get those half yard pieces and use them. I've got lots of little pieces, like this is a piece I didn't even cut this. This is somebody else's stuff that they probably cut for making binding on a quilt. And we end up giving those away at our quilt guild. And so I picked up some. All right, what else we got? Perfect. Yeah, did you notice my work area is shrinking and shrinking? This is what happens. I end up with stuff everywhere. All right, so I'm gonna throw these back in here. All right, so we've got our cover, we've got this side and this side. I think I need to add another little word. So let's say, okay, this one says, remember this day. So let's add that here. Hey, Kat, so glad to have you here. So glad to have you here. Yeah, I need a lot of space when I create because I feel like I have to have everything within hand's reach. And I've got all kinds of containers around me. So I end up with a pile here and a pile there. All right, so let's put remember this day. All right, there's some embellishment. Does that work, Robin? Yes, we all craft ourselves into a corner. I don't know why, it just happens. All right, are you liking this? Is this coming together okay? All right, so let's flip this over. We put my card didn't stay because I didn't poke it all the way in. We got a card down inside. Maybe I'll add some more later, but for time and to keep you guys entertained, I won't put a whole bunch of stuff in there, but I really love the way the background of these are looking. Okay, so we've got some more images. I think we'll do this notepad. So this one says create, and I think that would look really good. And I think I'm just going to glue it across the top so that you can flip it up and put stuff underneath it. What do you think? Does that work? So I'm just putting a little bit of glue across the top. Stick that down. If I can get it straight. So now this will lift up and you could put something underneath there as well. And let's see what else we've got here. I know I have some stickers. So I have a few stickers here. Let's put another one of these little notepad pieces on this side. Yes, when I start knocking things up, I've got a really large, oversized chair in my studio. I would call it an office chair, like for an executive. And every once in a while, if I have too much stuff over here to my left on my table, the back will hit it and things will fall off into the floor. It's like, I have an avalanche. Okay, so let's put this right about here. Yeah, isn't that a pretty little bloom? I don't know if it's too tall. We'll just cut it off. Stickers. I went through a phase where I used to buy a ton of stickers and then I wasn't using them. And I thought, why am I buying these things? So now I'm in this phase of let's use up what I have so I don't have to deal with it anymore. This one doesn't want to come off the backer. All right, let's put that right about here. And we'll just cut off any extra. How's that? All right, and let's use some of this pastel pencil to give a little bit of messiness around here. What do you think? And we'll do it on the page as well. Does that make it all tie together, you think? I'll use my blending tool to kind of smudge those. What do you think? All right. Good night, Tracy. Get some sleep. Enjoy it. Thanks so much for being here. Hopefully I won't be here all night. All right, so I'm just going around the edge of this flower to kind of give a little bit of depth on the side. You liking it? Is that looking good? All right, y'all have an awesome night, Tracy. I really appreciate you being here. Okay, my hands are getting dirty. I have to wipe them off. So I have my apron. See how dirty it is? Okay, so that's just a pastel pencil. Pastel pencil. That's what that was. All right, so we're crafting myself into a corner again. All right, so we're flipping this over. We've got, is that good enough? Are y'all happy with that? Anything else I need to add? I think I need to add a phrase over here. Let's see. Let's do this. I had a stamp. Let's stamp this little butterfly on here. If I can find what I did with my ink pad. I have too much stuff on my desk. Okay, here we go. Let's put that right here. How's that? Add a little touch. And then I have use your wings. So let's distress that one. All right. Yeah, charcoal or pastel pencils work really good. They're just kind of messy. As you can see, I've got it all over my hands. Oh, so it works like a Stablo. Okay. I did not know that. I did not know that. I don't know why I used this glue because I got way too much. It was what was in front of me. All right, so we're going to put this, make sure I'm not coming into the... How's that? Does that add just a little bit? All right, what I did with my beverage? Got my beverage. All right, well, it's a good thing I only did 3 paper bags because we're almost halfway through this. So let's see here. All right, we got another pocket here that we're going to do. So I'm going to put some glue on here. Glue that down. So let's see. And this is truly like random junk in a sense because I'm just picking up different things. Well, here's a different one that I haven't used yet. This one's got birdies on it. That's kind of neat. And look, it fits. It fits. Can never have enough. I used to be a shoe person. I've kind of gotten away from all of that. I wish that when I was younger, I would have realized that some of the crap that I bought, I did not need. And I could have lived so much simpler back then and saved some of that money and been able to buy different things that I know I would work today. Yes, this is one of those Tuesday morning little pads of paper, and I love them because they're just instant little bit of color on here. Oh, and I hate to cover that up. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to fold this in half. Okay, I'm not going to glue it. I'm going to get some washi tape. I have a bunch of that. How about y'all? Yes, you do. They're not easy to open at all. All right, let's see. Let's see what we've got here. Oh, I see some glitter. Let's use this glitter washi tape. And I know I have a piece. Here, let's use this glitter because I only have a little bit left. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm peeling it back, okay? And I've got my little piece of paper. I hope y'all can see that laid on here. So I'm going to put a little bit of washi tape that's touching both the paper sack and my little note. And I'm going to trim that even to the edge. And now we can flip this up and we can write here and we can flip it up again and be able to write here and then add stuff. And I'm not going to put, sometimes I'll put washi tape on the back side, but I think that's good enough. And then I've got, where'd it go? This is one that if I could get it open, come on now, that I sprayed earlier. So let's add some distress ink on the edges. All right. I need to organize my washi tape. This is just some of it that I put in a Ziploc bag because I was going somewhere and needed some washi tape. So I just grabbed some and threw it in a Ziploc bag. But it also takes so much space. What else we got? All right, so I'm going to stick that in here. So that's another calico collage image that I stuck in there. All right, so what should we put on this side? Are we having fun yet, y'all? Oh, I know what I want to do. I think if I can find something. No. I really like the way this looks, so I don't really want to cover it completely up. All right, so we've got another one of these little notepads. And, oh, here we go. I think what I want to do, so I don't want that much. All right, so I'm going to rip this. Rip it! Rip it good! So I just ripped two sides of that. Yes, check out Tuesday Morning for napkins. I always find napkins there that are amazing. And then I see some that are rather cheesy, but I see a lot that are really wonderful. All right, so I'm just adding some distress ink around the edge of another one of these little notepads. And then we're going to layer this up. And that way we can still see the birdie in the corner here. So let's glue this together. Aw, I'm sorry you don't have a Tuesday Morning there. I'm sure there's probably an equivalent near you. Before Tuesday Morning moved in, we had big lots. And what it was is they got clearance stuff and a few things that they got for themselves that they would have for sale. And then when Tuesday Morning came in, it was a little bit more upscale. I'm going to make this into a pocket, so I'm just putting glue on three sides. Napkins. Yeah, I don't need to do any more napkin swaps. I have enough. All right, so we're going to put a little bit of the pastel ink, pencil around. Let's do that here. You liking it? So we have places to write. That's what I wanted to have when I was doing this. All right, so I think I have another. I'm looking through my box of goodies. Here's another one of these Canvas Corp brands little scraps. I get their grab bags. They're just fun, interesting things. Okay, so we're gonna flip this over. Let's see what we can do on this side. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like my little pocket making. You know, you don't have to be elaborate with it. You just do it. Just have fun with it. Okay, I had it, but now it's gone. Oh, here it is. All right, so now we've got, this says hooray, and this kind of has a little pastel look to it. And even though it's really got a sticky side to it. It's not that sticky on this paint. So I'm going to put some glue. Steve Perry, Journey. Yes. Don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling. All right, that was silly. Oh, dear. Hey, Sandra, so glad you're here. I'm just goofing off, showing everybody how to make a journal out of a paper sack. I like this image. I think I'm going to put her on this page. So let's add some distress ink. Are y'all having fun? Are you liking this? We get music to go with crafting. Sometimes I sing. I'm not a very good singer, but I can sing a little bit if I have the right song. I like to listen to music while I craft, but when I'm filming videos, I don't. I did watch I can't remember her name, but Ray is her first name. She has like 500,000 followers on YouTube. And I was watching her do a video where she was drawing and she puts headphones on while she is creating. So I guess that's something I could do is put some headphones on and create. Maybe that's what I'll do. I need to invest in some wireless. Marianne, if you post a whole bunch, I don't know why, but it's a thing with YouTube so you don't get a spammer. So don't get so excited. Yes, crafting and music go together. So is this page looking okay? I think it's starting to come together. Let's see what we can put over here. Oh, wait, we've got some washi tape. I think we need to put the last bit of this one. I can throw this away. I've used it up, y'all. Hey, Gloria. So glad you're here. All right, so let's put it right about there. So basically, for those of you that may be just joining, I've taken some lunch sacks. So it's a 12-inch by 6-inch paper sack, okay? And I'm making a journal out of it. So I'm just kind of adding a few things here and there. We've done some mixed media on it. You'll be able to watch this video later. So if you came late and didn't get to see the beginning when we finish, you'll be able to go back and see the beginning if you like. All right, I think I want to add this little flower. Just something of interest here and there. Okay, so we've got the flap on this side. So I'm going to go ahead and make it a little pocket. Crafting to the 70s and the 80s. Thank you so much, Sandra. Yeah, I have been very blessed to be able to be a full-time artist, and I am so thankful that my husband is supportive and willing to allow me to be able to do this. All right, so here's another one of those calico collage images, and this is the last pocket that's going to be a natural pocket. So let's spray the back side of these. Got another one. I think this time I want more of the turquoise color. And we'll do a little bit of the black cherry, I think that's, or cranberry zinger. Let's mop this up. I know editing takes forever. Oh my gosh. I have 6 videos that I got to edit. I am working on a workshop series that I will have posted soon, I hope, if I can get all the videos edited, that you can sign up for, and you'll be able to watch all the videos one right after the other to make an entire journal. It's a custom journal that I'm working on for a customer. And so I've decided to make it a series of tutorials for a workshop. So I've got to edit. It takes so much time. All right, so I think we're getting a little closer here. I think because we put this piece over here, I think I'm going to put another one on the other side. I'm going to put, oh, this is the glue. I was trying to remember, where's my glue? I can't find it. So I'll put a little glue on here. And let's put this one across the bottom. And then I think I have another calico collage image that I think would look kind of cute right there. So let's add some distress ink. Lace! Ah, you want me to do lace? Oh my God! Another element! I think there's a little scrap here on my desk. Let's see if I can find it. I didn't put any lace on my desk. Okay, so this time I'm not making a pocket. I'm just making something pretty to look at. All right, so I've got a little piece of lace here, just because Robin said so. And let's see if I can. Okay, let's put some. I'm going to put little dots of glue on the back side. And then we're going to place it right here. Hold it down for a moment. I got a piece of lace, Robin. Are you happy? I got a piece of lace. You just be drying the acrylics at the beginning. I understand. Sometimes you just got to go with it. Just go with it. Don't worry about it. Okay, I need a scrap of fabric again. And I just saw this. And I think, oh, that's way too bright, isn't it? Is that too bright? That green just sticks out, doesn't it? Oh, here's a softer green. That would work better, don't you think? All right, so let's take this. You liking I love these colors. I don't know why. They just make me happy. Okay, so let me put a little glue on the back side of this. And I'm doing this layering so that it would hold it in place. Figure if I put enough glue on it, it'll glue it into submission. Okay. All right, we need some words. We need some words. Oh, here we go. Write your story. How's that? All right, so let's ink this one up. When I get done, I'll take some photographs and I'll share them on where will I share them? I'll share them on my Facebook page, my fan page. How's that? All right, so now where's my charcoal stick, y'all? Can you see it? I found it. All right, so let's go in here and add a little around. We're going to go around this image as well. Just kind of adding a little bit. I forget to do this kind of stuff. And I guess that's probably why I like to sew, because that adds that black, if you will, on projects. And it's not as messy as acrylic paint and pastel pencils. All right, how are we looking? We liking it? We liking it? Okay, so this one I got at Hobby Lobby. It's Master's Touch pastel pencil. It comes in a set of 6. Oh, I'm glad you like my laugh. It's funny that you say that, because people know I'm around because they can hear my laugh. And I have friends that will send me a message because we're texting, and maybe we're in the same building, but I'm way on the other side, and they'll send me a message. Go, what's so funny? I hear you all the way on the other side of the building. Oh, have fun, Maria. Have a great date night. Come back and see the end. All right, so we've got 2 more or 3 more spots to do something with. So let's see how creative we get here at the last hour. All right, so earlier I tore this little piece of paper. So I think what I'm going to do is let's add some distress ink to it. And then let's see if we can find, oh, here we go. Maybe. All right, I'm going to cheat. I'm going to sew only because it's annoying to not be able to glue this down. So I'm just grabbing my sewing machine. It's over here to the side of me. It's awkward. It's not easy to use because I've got it pushed out of the way. Okay, I'm almost done. Talk amongst yourself. You know, I'm a firm believer that we need to always learn, to never stop learning in life, because it just makes life so much more interesting. Oh, here's some pretty washi tape. What does this say? Oh, it has sayings on it. All right. Y'all may have to read this to me because I don't have my right glasses on. Okay, so what does it say? Welcome to my garden. Well, why not? We'll just snip a piece of this off. All right, let's see if we can put that. How's that look? Does that look okay? So now we've created a pocket just out of a scrap. Well, I sewed something on the journal. We at least have one thing. It's funny because when I started doing YouTube videos, I didn't show a lot of sewing. Probably one of my earliest videos is a vintage mixed media thing that I made that I sewed upon. Oh, and I have it. Let me get it. I'll show it to you. So I did a video. See, I'm already knocking stuff on the floor. I did a video on how to make this, and I still have it. So I sewed around here. I sewed around here. Got some feathers. I colored these flowers. I made my own little glimmer mist. That was way back before I knew Tattered Angels really. They're sewing here. So it's just fun. Rhinestones. Yeah. God, you're just wanting everything. All right, so we've got a little pocket here. Let's grab, we like this, I like this yellow. So I'm going to grab a couple of sheets of this yellow. And let's grab some more washi tape. Washi tape. Oh, here's a pretty one. Let's use this one. So let's put a little washi tape. So I've got 2 pieces of paper here. So I'm going to open them up like so. I'm going to take the washi tape. I'm going to join these 2 together at the top. And I'll trim this off. And now when I fold this back, we've made a little notepad. Okay? How's that? Does that give a little something here on that side? So we've got this side to do something with. All right, we're getting closer and closer. Oh yeah, I need to put another. Here, I got a couple more of these little cards, so I'm going to put those in here. All right. Do you liking it? Are you liking how it works? Yes, they need to make giant bottles of Glimmer Mist, don't they? I think next time I go, I'm going to say, here, I have a quart jar. Can you fill it up with this color? Because I really like it. 1 gallon each would be awesome. Okay, so we've got 2 more pieces to make. So let's kind of flip through. I'm trying to think what other. Okay, so I need to use some more of the Calico Collage images. So let's use one of the Calico Collage images over here. And I think what I'll do, okay, I've got one that I sprayed. So let's put her right here. So now we've got a little bit of image over there. And oh, here, I got another little scrappy piece that I tore off. So let's make it into a pocket. All right, and I saw, let's use this washi tape. So now we're just making another little mark, if you will. So now I think I want to glue this on the bottom here so that this can poke down in it like that. What do you think? All right. What are y'all saying? Bye, Louise. I don't know why. I know that Robin and Tammy can share links. I think I might be able to, if you bear with me a moment. And let me grab, let's see here. If I go to, let's see. I'm looking up the image right now. Give me a second for this kit. And we're going to go So Vintage. And here we go. And I'm going to add it. Favorites. One moment, please. All right. Why didn't you do that? Share. Let's do this. Okay. Control A, Control C. All right. Close that. Click over here. Okay. That should be the link for the digital kit that I'm using. Did it. Ha! All right. So let's put that right here. And I think we need a phrase or something. Let's do, this one says journey. And it looks like I've already put some distress ink on it. So we're cheating. And when you order from Calico Collage, tell her how you found her, that you were watching one of my videos. Help me earn my keep with her. And that way she'll continue to give me kits so that I can share them with everybody. Oh, awesome. So isn't that cool? All right. So we have one more and then I will bind the journal. So what do we want to put on the back side? This is our front. This is our, okay, here we go. This should go on the back right here in the corner. And I think I need, ooh, let's use this turquoisey. So what if I mat it with that? What do y'all think? Okay, this time I'm going to cut it. I like to cut things when possible because it just makes me happy to have a straight edge that is actually straight. I'm using a Fiskars rotary cutter. I like the rotary kind that has a blade, a round blade, because it doesn't shift and wobble while I'm working. And I just remembered I didn't do something on this other page. Okay, so I didn't add, where's my pastel pencil again? There it is. All right, so I'm going to go around and add a little of the dark marks here and there. You liking it? Is it making you happy? So, when I get off of here, I'll take some photos, and this journal will be in my shop. I should have it in there by tomorrow if I don't have it in there tonight. So if anybody is wanting it, it'll be there. I don't know how much to charge for it. You know how long it took me to make it. So now I got to figure out how much to charge for it. Okay, so here's my back piece. Let's add some distress ink. I'm always looking down, so I don't always see what you guys are saying. Yes, Robin, do I need to send you some paper bags when I mail your tags? I can mail you a few paper bags as well. Maybe I should put some in my shop. I have, I don't know, almost 1,000. Yes, I agree. The other cutters, the blades always need to be replaced. And in my opinion, on that track, the other blades, they wobble, and so you don't get a straight cut. All right. I did spend a lot of time on this, and this one's going to be 2 hours when we get done, because we're getting closer to the end, I think, anyway. So this time, I'm going to make another pocket on the back here. So we'll make it where it can come in this way. I don't always put stuff in the pockets right when I make them, especially if I'm doing it live, because I don't want whatever I stick in the pocket to stick to the glue. So I usually go back later and put them in. When I'm recording a video, I will usually wait just a little bit for it to dry. Morning, Naomi. I'm so glad you're here. You get to see the end result. You skip past all of what we were doing. You get to see the end. Okay, so we need something else on this one. So let's see. Oh, here we go. Where is it? I have too many of these. Here's your wings. Okay, here is. A dream is a wish your heart makes. That'll be good on here, don't you think? Yeah, see, I can surprise them. Whatever I add after the fact with little things in the pockets, I'll kind of go around. I may even add some more embellishments. Who knows? I may even add some rhinestones. Hey, Leslie, I'm so glad you're here. It's okay. We've been having fun. All right, so we're going to do a dream is a wish. I need to find my Ustream video where I show how to make a journal using junk mail. I did it many years ago. I told all my friends and coworkers to save their junk mail, and I ended up making some really cool journals out of them, and I did them on Ustream. All right, so let's put that right here. All right, let's add some pastel on the edges. This is, again, a pastel pencil. All right, are you liking it? Let's see what happens if I clear some of this mess away. All right. So now we don't have competition with what we're seeing on the screen. Okay, so now let's bind this journal. And I think, I think I'm going to do something really simple, only because whoever gets this journal, they may want to do something else with it. Let's see if I have enough. Oh, here's another piece. Let's do this piece. I think it's enough. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do is I've got a strip of fabric that I'm going to put down the middle and wrap around to the outside. And I'm going to tie a bow. And then that way, whoever gets it, they can choose if they want to leave it as it is, or if they want to take it apart and add more pages and permanently bind it. When that quick, super quick. Oh, you said, Kat, about the station wagon. When we were kids, we had a station wagon that had, was it 3 rows of seats, and the very, very back seat faced backwards. So you would see the drivers coming up. We'd always wave, and we would see an 18-wheeler. You do this where you pull your arm like this, which is to indicate for them to honk their horn at you. We used to scare our parents all the time because they weren't expecting us to get the truckers to honk at us. This is the Sew Vintage Kit, and I had just shared it a moment ago. So here's the link again. CB radios. Yes, we always had a CB radio. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, you could use this for a snippet. Exactly, Leslie. This would be perfect foundation as a snippet to sew some things on top of it. So yes, definitely. Okay, so let me flip through the finished journal. Make sure I did. I was trying to remember. And we'll add some stuff maybe later. But it's got a little pocket on the front that may not want to cooperate. And then we flip this over. And we've got a pocket right here. And we've got a pocket right here with a little notepad that has a butterfly on it. And I see that on this page, I didn't use the pastel pencil. So let me grab it. I've already lost it. Here it is. So let's add some marks on this page with the pastel pencil. Will that look good? Okay, we'll do it over here. We made little corner tuck spot on this side. You liking that? Have a good night, Angelica. So glad to have you here. I'm glad you were able to stop by. So then we have a little pocket that I put something in, just a little piece of paper. Then the next page set. This one flips up, remember, so you could put stuff underneath. And then this flips over. This one flips up, so you can write on the whole piece, and you still see the butterfly. Then we have another of the Calico Collage Sew Vintage right here. And I just shrunk the images when I printed them. And then here's the next page set. And there's a pocket here that I haven't put anything in yet, but there's a pocket there. There's a pocket here that has a little something. Yes, the street lights. It's funny because I lived out in the middle of nowhere, and so I didn't really have an experience with street lights until later in life. So here's some more texture. I just love the way it feels. Oh, washi tape. Being able to feel all the texture on the page. Here's another little pocket. And then we got Robin's lace. She had to have lace. Pardon me. All right, we have a pocket here that I ended up putting a little piece of paper in that's folded up, and another one, the Calico Collage Images. Yeah, you're going to like this, Leslie. It's lots of neat mixed media stuff. Another little pocket on this side with another of the Calico Collage Images that I didn't spray. We got to spray this one. We got to give it some spray. This time we'll use purple just because that's what's right here handy. And let's mop it up. See, we made some purple on that one. Got too much crap on my desk, y'all. I'm going to be spending an hour cleaning. All right, so there's that. Then I have some little journaling cards in here. Just some neat little pieces. Yeah, Robin had to have her little lace. Yes, thank you so much for this. I appreciate you watching. And then there's the back. I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed this. And Kylie, thank you for your inspiration to do this. I've been thinking about it, but I hadn't really pulled the trigger, if you will, on it. And so I'm glad that I saw your video today so that I could make this and do it live and share it with everybody else. I'm just adding some more pastels because I think it needs to be blended in more. All right. So would Monday be a good day for another live stream? You know, Jill, don't worry about how long it takes because it's just a process. No, Naomi, I'm not worried about it. I like the messiness of it, and I'm okay that it's going to kind of smear. In fact, I'm smearing it on purpose so you get that messy look to it. So I'm not worried about it. Now, if this was a work of art, I would seal it with a sealer, okay? Mondays would be good. Yes. 70s and 80s babies. I was born in 1969. Yep. Count by my hands. Nice and dirty. I'll have to go wash. Mondays are good. And so right now it is almost 5 p.m. at Central Time. I've been doing live streams at 11 a.m. Central Time. So what would be a good time? Yes, you are the baby, Naomi. You're the very youngest. Born in 1992. That's when Henry and I got married. We got married in January of 1992. Oh, how funny, Gloria. So I can call you Mom. So I will schedule another one for Monday, another live stream, and I will have an event posted in Facebook. Yeah, I think you're right, Robin. More people like this afternoon. So probably 3 p.m. on Monday, 3 p.m. Central Time, like we did today, is when we'll get it scheduled. Okay, 2 to 3 p.m. Okay, so I will schedule one for Monday. And yeah, don't post too many messages, Naomi. And in the event on Facebook, you can find it through Linda Israel is my Facebook page. In fact, if you haven't already followed it, please do so. I'm getting my page link now. Control C, click here and paste. Make sure you follow my page so you'll know about the event. And what I want you to do over this next few days until Monday is tell me what you want to see in the next live stream. What do you want me to make? You know, this one took 2 hours. So depending on what we do, will determine how long it takes. And Tammy shared the Facebook group. So Tammy, thank you so much for helping me as an administrator. Robin, you as well. I really, really appreciate it. Kylie, you are very welcome. I'm so glad that you were able to come watch. So let me know what you want to do. Yeah, homework. Definitely check out the links to the groups that I talked about. And again, thank you. I really appreciate the support all of you give for, liking my videos, sharing my videos, watching them. Check out my groups and my posts that I make. I really appreciate it. Yeah, we can have a crafty party for sure, Kat, for sure. And I'm so glad that everybody was able to come and chat. It's a lot of fun. Make a few different types. That might be a good one to do, Naomi. Again, try to think about what I shared today and use the hashtag motivated creator, because that's what you are when you make something. You're motivated to create, so you're a motivated creator. So I want you to use that hashtag if you make something because you were inspired by one of my projects, and then we'll check it out. What's the next question that you have, Kat? Slumber party, almost, yeah. Envelope, journal card, paperclip. Yeah, that sounds like a great idea, Naomi. Thank you for that. Thank you for those ideas. Somebody take notes. Okay, so you want an envelope, journal card, paperclip, and what was last? Altered paper puzzle. Puzzle. Let me see what I can put together and at least have the supplies. Okay, so the glimmer mist, that would be almost a perfect pearl color, like a pearlescent color. I have two colors that I like that they're clear, but they're pearlescent. So they have one that's called Pearl with Tattered Angels, Glimmer Mist at Canvas Court Brands. And then they have one that's called Dazzling Diamonds. And let me see if I can get a piece of paper. Here we go. I've got a little teal piece of paper here. So I'll spray this side to be the Dazzling Diamonds. And then this side will be the Pearl. And I think my sprayer is just about dead. And then let's dry it really quick like. Hey, Dawn! Okay, so you got the Pearl one. I like not having pigment sometimes in the Tattered Angels because then I can spray it over whatever I'm working on. And then it just adds the glimmer to it without altering the color. Okay, so I don't know how well you can see this, but the one on this side is the Pearl, and the one on the other side is the Dazzling Diamond. So the Pearl one has a little bit more of a pigment to it, and it is definitely pearl. And then this one is just shimmery. It doesn't seem to have as much mica powder to give it an opaque look. Oh, sorry, I was out of picture. Can you see the difference between those? I hope that helps you. Yeah, you may try both. You know, there's a lot of colors that I like. I think I have, I haven't counted in a while. I probably have 50 different ones. I mean, here's some more laid on my desk. Okay. It doesn't take much. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right there. I have a, 6. All right. Yep, girl's got to have her glimmer mist. That's for sure, Dawn. Yeah, the pearl does look like it has clusters of pearls the way it came out. It's really pretty. I like it in adding it to stuff. All right, I know everybody's got to go. We've been on here for 2 hours, and I just want to thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, it does look like a layer. Oh, really? They got rid of perfect pearls. I think somebody else's probably make pearl powders. You might look at is it Dr. Martens? Dr. Martens might have some. Oh, and their sprays. Perfect Pearl, stop making the sprays. Okay, gotcha. All right. Yeah, they probably still do the powders. Yeah, it does. It's really sparkly. Okay, we'll just spin up. It's going to be one of those, like I said last time. No, you hang up. No, you hang up. No, you hang up. Well, I like Glimmer Mist. I don't know why. It's just a way to add a little shimmer. Robin says bye. She wants to go, y'all. All right. Well, I'm going to end this. I'm going to take some photographs. I'll post this in my shop. I'll try to edit the description to add some links to Kylie's channel, to the stuff that I used today. For example, my link for the paper cutter and anything else. Yes, there we go. And actually, I've sprayed myself so many times that Henry says, "Are you sure you're not a vampire?" Because the Twilight movies, they sparkled in the sun. Oh, dear. Ah. All right. I'm so glad that you guys were here, your gals, and being able to spend some time with me. And this was fun. I hope you enjoyed seeing it. Thanks so much again. I know I say that a lot, and I really mean it. It's not you know, just platitudes that I say. I really mean it. I'm really thankful. And I would show you my face, but I have no makeup on. I'm smiling ear to ear. It makes me happy. All right, I'm gonna get off here. I gotta wash up, clean up, and start cooking dinner because it's 5 o'clock. Henry will be home around 6. And so we'll have to feed the man when he gets home. Y'all have a fabulous night. We'll see you later. All right, I'm ending it. I'm getting off here. Y'all have a fabulous night. Bye. You too. Thank you. Yeah, feed that man. Bye.